If you think about how important the engineering sector is in the UK, I mean, why is it important in the engineering? I'm not sure I would say it's only important in the engineering sector. I think I would say it's really important in general. If I think about the UK and Ireland as a fifth largest economy in the world, you know, for us to have a greater proportion of women leaders than countries that are not as large and developed as we are. So as leaders in very many different things, we are leaders on the energy side, you know, we're leading in innovation, you know, we are considered in a lot of places the home of the security innovation of the world. More people are looking at companies in the UK and startups here in terms of digital innovation. So if I think about innovation, well, we need to innovate at every level. And one of the places I think the UK absolutely needs to become much better at is having stronger and more percentage of women, both on boards, but I think more important than boards, because we've made a real, by the way, leap forward on boards, as you know. And I mean, since we've been focused on the whole 30%, well, I wouldn't call it a ruling, but focus, you know, we've really upped the level of women that we have now on boards. But the level of women we have in P&L roles is way behind. So on the board level, I think we're now at 26, but I could be wrong on a couple of percentage points on that. But I think on the level of P&L roles, I think it's got to be less than 5%. And then if you look at women in the FTSE who are CEOs, I think I could count 3, maybe 4. So we are way behind in general. In engineering, because of that journey I mentioned, we are so far behind that I think it's really important in industries like engineering for us to have strong women leadership to really help change the game. Because unless you have role models in these organizations, it's super hard for a woman outside looking in to say, do I want to be there? You know. And I remember one of my, you know, I started my career at McKinsey. And we were, you know, very much not that many women partners out there, you know. And it took a lot to, you know, sort of stand out in that crowd. But in a way, McKinsey, you know, encouraged that. And now we have a lot more women partners there. But, you know, there were boards and board meetings where there were only men in the room, you know. And I think the engineering sector is still very much like that. So this is why I think it's even more important. Without role models, we will not be able to encourage young graduates, apprentices, women in schools, girls in early school to think about, you know, wanting to be, you know, a CEO someday, as an example.